Alright, switch has been mounted. Wires are all where they need to be. Snubber cap is installed. Took me a little bit longer than I thought. Again, that switch isn't completely just drop in. Alright, let's see what happens. So switch is off. Power is in. Turn my light off so we can see these lights down here a little bit better. Stop is on. 45 works. 33 works. Alright. And off. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. It's about to come to blows with this turntable. Still waiting on cartridges to come in. I ordered from a seller on eBay, and always pay attention to where they're actually located. It said they were in Los Angeles. They're actually in Hong Kong, and my cartridges are who knows where in the world. They don't know where. So they were supposed to be here, what, 5 or 6 days ago. There's still no update from USPS. They haven't received the item, so it's lost in limbo somewhere. So I'm just waiting out the clock. A couple more days and I should get a refund, because I'm probably not going to see those cartridges. So anyway, I have not attached the bottom, because what I need to do is I want to make sure, and I guess I'm going to have to put some kind of cartridge on here, but I don't have any, so I'll have to find one that I can use. But I'm going to mount a cart, and I know I do have one. I can just swap off or grab off of another one that I'll put on here. So I'm going to put a cart on, and I want to make sure that the auto return is still working and it's in the right spot. So 33. See, I think that is probably off still. But I'm going to have to test it out. And I did pull down the service manual. There are some alignment procedures that I was basically doing, so I don't know if I can get this really dialed in or not. But I've got this much work into it, so might as well figure it out. So let me put a card on here and see what's going on with that, and see if I can adjust it. Okay, I found an Empire 8000 that I had, and I'm not real worried about setting the tracking on this, because it's not going to stay on it. I'm really just looking at where it's going to pick up at the end of the record. So let me turn this on and drop it, and down. Make sure to track. Yep, I can hear music. Alright, so it's still picking up early. But I know sometimes when the tone arm's up, you can't really tell. Sometimes when the tone arm, you get close to the end of the record and it's not actually on the record, it'll pick up a little early. I'm not sure if that's the case with this or not. Planes flying over, wind's blowing. So far so good. I know this is kind of boring. Maybe I'll speed through some of this. But we're almost there. And I can hear it. And the music's over, and it's hitting the run out. Not quite there yet, and it didn't pick up. Goodness. All right, have to go in and pull down the service manual. I guess I can pull it up out here and look at it. Figure out what the heck this thing is doing. So let me do that and come back and we'll talk about adjusting this wonderful turntable. So I may have left off at this after the last one of the previous segments. I don't remember because it's been a while with this turntable. But I believe possibly where I ended last time was it was not picking up, but I don't know. But right now it's not picking up at the end. It's not stopping at the end of the record. I looked at the service manual. There's an adjustment screw right here. So this is screw 11 on bracket 512. And this, it's going to be hard to do. But what happens is, gosh, here's the photo sensor. So tone arm comes over, and I'm going to hit my little turntable here, but tone arm comes over, and when it passes between the photo sensor and the lamp, that's when it shuts off. So it says this can be adjusted, and I want it to, basically I want this bracket to move a little bit this way, right, in that direction. It says to loosen this screw here. And then you can move the bracket, but I'm not real sure if that's true. So it says loosen this, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to accomplish. It says loosen this bracket, but then that's all it says is loosen it. It doesn't say what to do. So I don't know. I'm really not sure. At least that looks like the bracket I'm supposed to move, or the screw I'm supposed to loosen. I don't know. Again, this turntable's a freaking nightmare. I mean, oh, so loosen, well, but it doesn't. Who knows? There's another screw here. This is the one I thought I moved before. But that just locks right back in position. There's a screw here. What does this one do? That one doesn't do anything. Who knows? Yeah, there's no diagram, no real good information in the service manual on exactly how to do this. And I'll read you what it says. Loosen securing screw 11 on bracket 512. So this is bracket 512 and this is screw 11. Just loosen it. Okay, then do what? Phillips. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah, that's the right screw. I think. Yeah, that's it. But what are you supposed to do? Like, I don't understand. Loosening it doesn't do anything. It doesn't move anything. It doesn't adjust anything as far as I can tell. Definitely not a service-friendly turntable at all. And that doesn't do anything. So this may just be auto stop doesn't work. I think that's kind of the direction I'm going in here. And you can't get anything in here to adjust it. I mean, it's just not. This design is horrible. What a freaking horrible piece of junk. I should have just thrown it in the trash. But I'm pig-headed, so I'm gonna chew on this, see if I can figure out what the hell the adjustment is supposed to look like on this. And unless it's this screw here, but I don't think that does anything. There's a side screw right here, so let me screw around with this, see if I can figure it out. All right, I'm tapping out on this. This is going to be as good as it gets. I can't get auto shut off to work. If the stylus is even 1/8 of an inch off of the top of the record, it shuts off before it gets through, and my hand's in the way, before it gets through the last song, it shuts off, right? But if it's down all the way, it doesn't shut off. So if I'm actually listening to the record, it doesn't shut off. Now the only thing I haven't tried was to just play an entire side of a record and see what happens, which I guess I can do. I mean, it's just 20 minutes, but maybe I can start out from there. And then I start doing this thing to where, oh, there it is. I don't, if you see one of these, freaking run. Like just get away from it as fast as you can. Now the buttons don't want to work. What a piece of junk. What a piece of junk. So understand, if you see one of these, this one isn't even going to go out for sale, because I would not gift this to somebody, because it would be a curse. The damn turntable would be a curse. So if you're a Philips pro out there and I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff wrong, please leave some comments or something. But for other people that may encounter one of these, but horrible, absolutely horrible turntable. So anyway, I'm going to let this run and I'm going to see what happens and come back and close this video out, because this thing needs to get off my bench or it's going to go flying into the garbage. Okay, so I think I put a different record on here, longer run out, and this one works properly. So, and I've got the top here propped up, see these two, so I can watch the mechanism underneath. And on that other record, it's passing in the same position, so I'm not sure if it's the speed or what it is, but if you look at this, and I'm going to put on 45 and just turn it down so it'll go faster. But make sure you get it in a good spot here. So if I put it there, and this isn't level, so. Okay, so it's almost over. But again, the service manual is not very descriptive with exactly, I mean, this is just not a service-friendly turntable. Not at all. So now it should stop. So it stops on this one. I grabbed another record, it stopped on that one. It just doesn't like Engelbert Humperdinck for some reason. So anyway, this one's done. I'm not going to do anything else to this turntable. You know, I'm probably being a little unfair with this table in terms of, run if you see it, but this is definitely a turntable that will require an owner that is willing to deal with the gremlins and probably go in and do things to it, tweak it, service it, adjust it. I don't even know that I would own one, but it seems to sound okay. I mean, this Empire cartridge isn't the greatest. I mean, it's an 8000, which is a respectable cartridge, but the stylus is not very good on it. So I'm going to try to put this back together, and putting this back together is even a chore. So I've got to what? Goodness. Yeah, I need to get this turntable out of my hair. That was just a washer that flew off. So this is a little bracket that holds the two sets of wires on this bottom lid. So I'm going to wrestle with this, and then I'm going to try to align these so these three pegs come down, and you have to get them aligned exactly correctly. I mean, this is just a nightmare to work on. So anyway, I'm gonna go on to the next battle, just trying to get this thing put back together. And then, you know, the dust cover's trashed on this. I'm not even going to try to polish it because it's got big burn marks and crap like that in it. So, I think I tried to get this in. Didn't want to go in before. Yeah. So Phillips, hope I never ever have to work on one of these again, because it was not my favorite. And that's not screwing in there, so. And as you can see, like, nothing is easy to work on this thing, so. Anyway, let me try to put this piece of crap back together. Alright, so I'm going to call this Phillips done. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know. This is not one that I would sell to anybody. I may just kind of keep this. Maybe this could be my garage turntable, because I don't know that I would curse anybody with this turntable. But it is working. And it does seem to lift off at the end. And I spent too much money on it. Shouldn't have put the money into the repair, but at least there's a working turntable now. I suppose, you know, somebody... This is not a beginner's turntable, because it's going to require so much work to just keep this stupid thing running. I mean, it's so... yeah. So anyway, that was the Phillips 212. If you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.